Sunny Boo Productions, a local leader in non-porno filmmaking. Welcome to Almost Adequate, live from my basement, the St. Patrick's Day edition on Facebook Live. Hi, I'm Nuber from the Blitz. I got some friends with me tonight. As Dave calls me, Captain Try Too Hard. I told everybody to be festive for the holiday, and you're Mr. Don't Try at All.
Too cool for that shit.
Obviously. You've made that apparently clear, you dick. So this is Dave from the band Grindhouse.
How about the fact I'm fucking Irish?
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank
you want
you
to cookie?
very-
We're all Irish. Rick Cannon's just as Irish as you are today.
Damn right, I'm
Rick
black
Cannon, he's
Irish.
joining me, looking good in Conor McGregor's shirt.
Yeah, and I'm sleeved out because I knew I was gonna be sitting by
Yep.
fucking Irishman, and every Irishman I know is tatted up.
Doesn't
their
even
sleeve.
try. You didn't even. Can we get you like a button or something to wear? Do you want my hat? Do you like my hat?
I don't like your
Yeah,
hat.
okay. Go ahead. Give us one of the things you were saying I look like.
You look like a Make-A-Wish kid on a special day.
I feel like it because I'm sick tonight.
You look
Thank
like
you.
a host of a failed children's TV show.
This is basically what this is. Go ahead.
You look like you're on 21 Dump Street, like you're fucking some kind of narc in high school.
Okay, real good.
Hall monitor.
Hall monitor, King Hall monitor.
Enough of that. Peter John Ross is joining us over there. Hey, Ross is there with Mike Miletic. He's got the best story ever told that we're going to get into here in a second. You guys haven't heard it. I've heard it. Ross has heard it. Mike has heard it, obviously. It's his story. And Mel G over there has heard this as well. Mel, wave. It's a good story, right, Mel? Back me up on
It's a good story.
the best ever told on the show.
I'm brand new here.
Also,
Right.
also, Micah Jenkins on the soundboard tonight.
MJ!
Thank you to Micah for doing this as well. There he is. Hey, and we also got to thank somebody else. What are we whispering for? This is an open show,
I didn't do
David. What do
anything.
you have to say?
I think that they didn't position that camera on Micah. Micah's a handsome man, and I just don't feel like the camera gave him a good quality shot.
Okay, so when you have a good shot, is that a good shot, Dave?
Extreme close up.
That's
right?
extreme close up.
Okay.
You know what? I can do something
Don't
about
do
your
this to the
pores.
man.
I can do something about your pores after the show. Jesus Christ!
We also got to thank our friend Popcorn Pam upstairs right now, making us an Irish feast with Rubens, and we got a baby here. Little Rory is here as well, so we're gonna have her on the show. Popcorn Pam's Popcorn Market, 955 East Johnstown Road. Go there, stop by, get some popcorn, including Ross has the new Stroop waffle flavored popcorn.
That's what that was.
It's noob waffle because you know what? Popcorn Pam doesn't mess around with copyright violations. So that is the noob waffle popcorn available now. Popcorn Pam's Popcorn Market. We're going to talk about that. First, we got to talk about the big holiday coming up, starting on Friday. What's happening on Friday, Rick Cannon, over at Express Live? Why don't you tell everybody?
Is that the Star Set show?
That is the Star Set show. Fire this. Check this out. Star Set, our friends playing over there on Friday night. Tickets not sold out yet, but there's a couple left. And tomorrow on 99.7 The Blitz. You ready for this, Rick Cannon?
Ready.
How about Dustin Bates taking over the station from 1:30 to 2:30? Lead singer of Star Set.
Right.
Taking over the station.
How much Bush can he play in an hour?
I've been there 13 years. I've never had that much leeway. Dude just walks in there, and my boss goes, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea." So
Star Set Station Takeover.
Does he know
happening
it? Does he
tomorrow.
know it's not that dude from Twilight?
I
Does he
don't
just think it's that freaking dude from Twilight? I think that's all he thinks.
I
it
don't
is.
know. My boss is in his 70s. I don't know.
I understand.
I don't know. So it's happening tomorrow. Be listening. 1:30 to 2:30. Dustin Bates, Star Set taking over.
Are
the
you
show.
at least gonna run the board, or is there gonna be dead air and all?
You know,
types of
I'm
shit?
sick. Like I said, I'm sick. So if I'm really sick, I might just be like, Dustin,
You
you're an
got it.
engineer. It's you. And I'm going to walk out and take a nap. And then it's going to be probably the best hour of radio I've ever done. So that's what people have to look forward to. And then the St. Patrick's Day pub crawl in the Arena District. This is a big thing every year. 3,000 people headed down to the Arena District. Starts at noon down at Brothers. Sign-in is starts at noon, goes till 3 o'clock, $25 in advance. You're getting a T-shirt, a koozie, drink specials at all the bars down in the Arena District. I got to think by what, 4, Dave? It's going to look like Mogadishu,
Absolutely.
you know?
Except for like it's gonna be.
But with white folks.
With
Right,
all white
right.
dudes.
White folks, yeah.
Just
Well,
straight
that's
ass
brown
fist
Mogadishu.
fighting and puking, crying bitches. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
So that's what's going down in the arena. I want to go, but I need like a biohazard suit or waders at least for all the body fluids
You
that
know
are
what?
flying everywhere.
Just wear that shirt and that fucking hat, and no one will come near you.
Thank you for that. And speaking of the Irish holiday, when belligerents, bellicose people come out of the woodwork, we have a story with our very own Mike Miletic. I believe this to be the best story ever told that hasn't been told yet, but it's about to be told. Mike, we're going to go to you. This was, I believe, Sunday morning at about what time?
4 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning at 4 a.m. I decided to celebrate St. Patrick's Day early with the little Donnybrook with one of my neighbors. So, right?
I have no idea what that is. Just tell the damn story,
Yeah,
bro.
okay. So I'm laying in bed and I hear this loud car radio outside. And usually my neighbors, they come home drunk. I'll let it play for a little bit, but this just kept going and going. So I get up, I put on my robe, I put on my slippers, I go looking around and see where it's coming from. I go across the street and there's a guy passed out in his car, parked in the driveway of a neighbor, but passed out. I knock on the window. He rolls it down. I'm saying, it's 4 a.m. Can you turn it down, please? I'm gentlemanly about it. And he gives a little pushback, and because I could do what I want, and we talk it out. And
He's clearly drunk. Is that correct? Like,
yeah, because he's out.
Yeah,
he's out.
Okay.
So he finally turns it down, and I head back to the house.
What song was it? Do you know?
No idea.
Grindhouse. Go ahead.
That's why I was being a gentleman.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
So I'm walking back, and he gets out of the car, and he goes, "You're gay." I'm thinking, oh.
How did he know?
Right. I should say that I'm not gay, and as a producer of the show, I need to say there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing
No,
wrong
absolutely
with
not.
that. Absolutely.
So he comes over, and I'm in my yard by this point. And he comes over to the tree lawn. He's like, you're gay, and I'm like, just go to bed. It's late, whatever. And he goes, come on, let's go. And he puts his hands up, and I'm thinking, okay, I guess we're gonna do this. So I take my robe off. I come out to him.
Oh,
and,
God. Did you have anything on under the robe? Was this naked fighting?
Sweatpants, t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Took your robe off like a fucking prize fighter.
Right,
Yeah.
like a prize fighter.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
Well,
right.
and like a prize fighter, one shot and he was down. One shot. Right
Mike
to the face.
crowned him.
Yeah.
Mike just did it. I imagine Mike just pop knocking the dude out. Cool.
He was like a rag doll as he fell back, and he went out into the street and fell into the street.
Damn, Mike.
And
Gotta kill this motherfucker.
I told you that he's fucking crazy. He's gonna kill somebody. I've been fucking telling you guys for some fucking. When I met him, I said he's gonna fucking kill somebody. It's gonna be one of us. It's probably gonna be on this fucking gay show.
So continue with your story.
well, but I handled it well because as he's not laid out cold. But
Killing someone is not handling it well. Carry on, Mike. I'm sorry.
He's down on the ground on his back, and he gets up on his hands and knees, and he's still running his mouth. And I've never had a fight where I've ended it where I keep going because I'm not like it's over. But he keeps running his mouth, and he's on his hands and knees, and I start giving him 3 or 4 shots to the face. I'm like, shut the F up. And he finally quiets down. I go, you just got your ass kicked by a faggot. And I'm walking back towards my house. He gets up seemingly
because he was calling you this. That's the word he was using.
Yeah,
and then you just made it very clear to him. Guess
okay.
what? So there you go.
Yeah. So I go back towards the house, and then he's like, you're dead. I'm going to call my boys, and they're going to kill you. Now, he's drunk. He just got his ass kicked. Normally, I think, whatever. But there's not been issues with us, but there's been issues with that house, with the people like cops have come out there and taken guns away from people.
Yeah.
So I took it seriously. So I come in the house, I get my phone, I call 911, I tell him what's up, send somebody out here. I come back outside. He's still wanting to go. And he comes back in my driveway again. And at this point, we're just kind of sparring because I'm like, how much?
Yeah, how many times is this guy gonna get knocked around?
Yeah, I just want to keep him in my yard when they get here.
Yeah.
And I don't want to keep kicking his ass because
You rope-a-doped him in your own yard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just recap the story.
This is the greatest story ever.
Okay, so was this a good story? Did I oversell it?
No.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So now you understand, like, this is a major occurrence that I didn't even hear about until way late. Like, this story I almost didn't hear about at all. But let's pull up real quick. Let's pull up my screen here, Ross. I just want to point this out to everybody. So, Mike, can you see the screen for a second here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this about where was the car? So this is your house. That's Ross's bedroom, Mike's bedroom. Whereabouts is the car?
You had it right there. Go.
Right here?
Yeah, like right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
And is it fair to say that and this is not to scale, but like this distance is like 75 yards?
Oh, no.
Oh, less than that.
Less
That's-
than
Oh, okay, 50
yeah.
yards. It's a distance away though. It's not like he
Yeah.
was parked right up next to him.
Right.
So that car stereo must have been booming,
Right.
right?
Grindhouse don't play.
So,
You got 7 on guitars, baby. It's going down.
and Mike, I was with you. I could empathize with everything you did. You know
Yeah.
the point where I would have been like, I ain't messing with this. When I see a dude passed out with the stereo cranked, this is a matter for law enforcement, sir. I'm not going to be messing with that. Are you knocking on the window and telling him to turn it down?
Well, you a hall monitor.
Yeah,
all about
I'm
type
a
of
hall
dude. We're
monitor.
gonna report
We know
it to the
this.
principal.
Right.
Can't bust my chops about not being afraid to utilize public services.
That's right.
But
That's
listen,
right.
If
I mean-
something looks messed up, I'm not
No.
equipped to handle this.
But I agree with you. Definitely in this situation, I'm gonna just be like, all right, man. But see, I can't. I'm black, man.
yeah.
I know it's an Irish holiday and all, but I'm still black, and I really am just not one to call the police for
Really?
many
Dave, you're calling the
circumstances.
cops, or are you knocking on the window?
I'm calling cops.
Yeah.
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 I
And
got
that's where
kids-
I'm at.
I got kids though. He got nothing to lose.
He wanted the story. He was going for the good story.
Yeah, I mean, one, I would do it anyways, but I mean, it is a little disconcerting afterwards because I'm thinking, okay, whether he's serious or not, actually, the cops did come and they took him away for disorderly conduct, so he got
Yeah.
arrested and got taken away.
Right.
And it's hilarious as he's sitting in the back of the car
Probably got
yelling.
DUI too, I would think.
No,
because they weren't there for that.
Had he called the cops and they
With him
rolled up
sitting in
on
the
him,
car.
passed out, immediate care and
Keys,
control of the vehicle,
yeah.
that's a DUI.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He would have been facing a hell of a lot more. That probably would have been felony DUI. He would have been screwed.
Black, white, Mexican, or other.
He was calling me white boy.
I thought he's calling you faggot.
Well, the fight went on for a bit. After the sparring, he was saying white boy, and I'll say this: it was funny, is because he's a black guy. He was calling me white boy, and in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not even thinking the N word about you. Why are you calling me white boy?
Right,
He's just
Why are you
he's
going racial with this?
so
You didn't tell him you were on this show.
so this
Oh,
is
you
I
know
want-
what? This might be the fact that Nuber put a $20 bounty on my head a couple episodes back.
What's up, Mel?
last
Mel's got
episode.
something. What's up?
Actually, Shane Madison says that the guy knew that you were gay from being on this show.
Yeah. Guilt by association.
Shane Madison.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say. Ross, your bedroom is closer to this than anybody's. So I just want to point out that Ross had the car stereo going off, a drunk man and Mike fighting in his front yard, no doubt loudly, and Ross sleeps through this
How
entire thing.
loud is
correct?
your sleep apnea mask?
Holy, so you don't wake up for any of this. The cops show up, all this, you're right there in the middle of it, and nothing.
Nope. I slept through it all.
Wow. So the guy was clearly the aggressor. Mike, you were not charged with anything, nor were you guilty of anything. The guy
Right.
kept on coming at you.
Right.
You just wanted to go back to bed.
That's right.
So have you heard anything from the guy? Has he been back to the house? Are you scared at all?
Just today, I saw his car in the drive. Now, he's a boyfriend of the woman that lives there.
So he doesn't actually live there. Okay.
Right. And apparently he's a drunk, and this kind of happens
So-
with them fighting, and he gets kicked out for days. So,
It probably they don't even he doesn't even remember it, more than likely.
well, I mean, he's got a
If
busted
he's-
up face, and now he's went to jail, so I'm sure he remembers it.
Well, he doesn't
watching
know.
right now.
Yeah.
What if he were to hit you up, come through in a sober state with a bottle, like, Mike, I apologize for my actions.
Oh, with a bottle to offer, not a
To
bottle
offer,
of
Yeah,
propane.
just to come
Okay.
upside your head.
And maybe he brought you some vagina, which you rarely.
He doesn't need
That's
to
so.
bring a bottle.
And he
Here's-
just brought the bottle
Yeah.
and vagina,
Here's the
and
thing. Much like, and for this fits Dave's sociopath theory, is I wasn't angry. The guy didn't piss me off. I'm not angry at him.
You were
It's
threatened,
just,
though.
This was well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was dealt
what
with.
if he
It was-
made a peace offering? Would you accept?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Until he gets drunk the
So you're
next
gonna
time
get
and
him
it
the
happens
bottle
again.
or what?
So let me just say this real quick. Good story. We've established that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Do you guys feel safer now after hearing the story, or less safe
Here's
with
the
Mike
deal.
in the room?
I love Mike a lot.
Yes.
Like he's my boy.
Mike is a fantastic character
He is
and a
I
good friend.
Fucking,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah.
an amazing friend, and I love him. And so honestly, I kind of want him to go with me anywhere I go.
I kind of think he's like the Fonzie. Like if Fonzie wore awful shoes. You know?
If there's a
He's like
jukebox
the
that
cool
doesn't
guy.
work,
He's like the cool guy that can kick some ass. You've
Tap that
kind of
back.
established a new role for yourself, man. So congratulations.
You can whoop a drunk dude's ass. I love
Fucking-
it.
I'll
man.
tell you what.
Hey.
roll with
Fucking
I'll tell you-
noodles.
I'll tell you what,
hey
man.
guys,
Yes, sir.
all credit to NoFap.
Yeah.
Oh
He was
That's
like,
why
I
he
gotta deal
fought
with
him.
this.
He had to get that
You should
aggression
have just
off.
fucking whipped it out and squirted on him.
All over his
That's assault. We're not talking about that. So, hey, listen, but this was not, it was thanks to NoFap and his training, years of training. We have video of his training, actually, Ross, if you don't mind. The video of the training. This is really, yeah, there he is.
There it is.
Mike, or at least homeless version of Mike.
That's my dojo.
Yeah. 4 days a week. He's over there practicing. And yes,
Practicing
he was,
fighting ghosts.
and he was victorious.
They clapping
That's
it up.
exactly what happened. Okay, so that's enough of the greatest story ever told. Second greatest story ever told. The story of, what's his name? Peter Politowski? What are we talking about here, Ross?
I have next Friday, the 23rd, a film I worked on that Canon is in.
Yes,
I am.
it's amazing.
It's a documentary about a conservative-style kids show, and this is the trailer for it.
And it's playing at the Drexel Theater on Friday, next Friday, March 23rd, 7 o'clock start time. And I helped edit it too. Am I credited on the credits as help editing it?
You didn't do a
Not even a shout out, not even a special thanks, or like there's special thanks and then there's like thanks too. Okay. Play the trailer, Ross.
Hey kids, let Uncle Petey fondle your brain. Watch Uncle Pete's Playtime and you'll be safe from Al-Qaeda.
Let's take a ride in the back of Uncle Petey's windowless fun van!
Hey kids, Uncle Petey just had a drink, so let's drive to some knowledge.
When you look back at the time, when you looked at all the children's shows that were airing at that time, everything going on PBS, liberal.
We all grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, all of this left-wing Jewish propaganda.
If there's not enough right-wing children's programming out there, and we said, well, hey, what can we do to fix that? Let's be the change we want to see in the world.
Sharing is bad. In fact, sharing is just a mild form of communism.
Did I ever go too far with the character? No, never. Sooner or later, the liberal government is gonna come and kill your mother and steal your toys. That's why you have to start practicing now.
So the Columbus Short Film Festival, that's what I'm calling it. It's happening at the Drexel next Friday. That Peter John Ross, it's called Touching Kids. That's coming to the Drexel. Hey, we got to talk about the monstrosity that has been brought into my basement real quick. Ross, what is this thing and why is it the size of it's taking up half of the basement? It's your camera.
This is one of the new cameras we've got here.
It's a motion picture camera.
Yes, it is.
And it's
It is-
focused on YouTube goons.
Yes, it's part of my new contract. I require
Jesus.
that I have a better camera than the one that's on you. The
you're-
other one, since you're not paying me, that's what this is for.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. This is like driving a Maserati, your kids in a Maserati to soccer practice. That's essentially what that. You could use a $50 camera and get essentially the same effect, but instead you have this monstrosity in my basement.
Let me tell you something. What Mike wants, Mike gets. So if Mike wants
Especially now.
It's
Mike,
right
Mike
now.
will be sitting in this chair next episode. Because
I was gonna say Dave's now the host.
I'm good, man. I'm not in any position to argue with you,
I
sir.
am fucking terrified, and I peed a little bit when he told the story.
Hey, real quick, we just got, in case you just joined in, number one, you missed the best story ever told. Number two, Mel G, I do have a question. You would knock on the window to wake up the dude if he was passed out with the car stereo blaring.
Hell yes, I would.
Mel G would have the camera going, it's like,
Yeah,
your
I'd
car
do- I'd make
stereo's
him-
blaring
Like,
and
dude,
you're
I'm
passed
making-
out drunk, and I'm going to put you on Facebook Live, you idiot.
Why
That'd be
do I
Mel
sound
G.
like George W. Bush?
I don't know, Mel. Why do you sound like George W. Bush? So that's what we all know. Mel would do it. She wouldn't call the cops because she's like, "This is content,"
Right.
which is where Mike needs to get. You should have had. You live with a filmmaker.
Cameras, yeah, man.
You got to record this stuff, man. Because hey, guess what? If we had this on video. It'd be the end of this. We'd be viral in a way that
Viral
we're
as
not
fuck.
previously,
Yeah.
you know. So next time, always have a camera on yourself.
Can we get a rendering by Dave at some point, maybe?
Fuck yeah! What ply of toilet paper would you like me to draw this one on?
So that's what people have to look forward to. So another thing we got to talk about is we brought up the question about St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day early to you guys. Yeah. If a kid, a ginger kid, saying specifically men, red hair and freckles, not traditionally the sexy individual in
Hush
today's
your mouth.
society. Okay, you're not quite ginger.
Nah, I'm ginger light. Like
Yeah.
it's
On St. Patrick's Day, does a ginger kid have a better chance of getting action than on a normal day? I think the answer is yes.
Absolutely, it's a
I
yes.
think people are just going to gravitate towards a ginger because he's not just pretending, he has to own this.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's 100%. And don't forget that enormous amounts of alcohol are included into this as well. And you're gonna hang around the ginger and be wasted. Yeah, you're getting some, even if it's forced. What?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
you
kidding.
lost me.
That's a Tuesday
So
night.
Mel, you actually do date a ginger kid.
Oh yeah, he's getting some on St. Patrick's Day.
Of course he is, and I just want to say he's a very, very, very good-looking man, and he happens to be a ginger. Mark is, and I'm just thinking and I was thinking about this man, if Mark was like a brunette, he could hook up with a way hotter girl, almost as hot as maybe Dave, and that's what I thought.
Oh my God.
What do you think about that? Are you glad he's a ginger, so he's more at your level?
I think I fucking hate you.
I just want to point out, everybody in the show, all of our significant others, way outside of our coverage.
Yeah, your
yeah,
girlfriend is
absolutely.
way outside of your
Way
league,
outside
dude.
of our coverages.
Way
There's
outside.
nobody that's
No.
including Mike and Ross, who are single over there, way outside of our league in that. As Dave calls them, Bert and Evil Bert.
Really?
So that's
I didn't know that.
so. Another.
Okay. Well, you got me killed.
I'm angry.
Thanks. Thank you. It was fun being on the show.
Last show ever for a number of reasons. Okay, so Dave, I got to ask you a question. We brought up the idea of the guy from Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
Do you think he gets a lot of action by the fact that even though he's an odd-looking fellow, we have a picture of him, his name's Jared, there he is, the fact he's a Notre Dame mascot, is that attractive to the women on the Notre Dame campus? And we found out that it's actually pretty difficult to be the Notre Dame mascot.
It
You can't
is.
just be a goon with a beard.
It is. There are actual tryouts, and you have to be a full-time registered student. The actual tryouts. They say it's open to anybody, but I have only seen dudes that
me.
look
Right,
just like that. That's
Not
why.
me.
No.
That's why I want to start a GoFundMe, and I think if we can raise 75 grand, only 75 grand, folks, we can get Canon 1 year at Notre Dame, and you're trying out, and we're either going to get you as the leprechaun, or we're going to shut Notre Dame down as being racist.
Right. So he's in. That's outstanding.
I think it's
I got a
amazing.
beard.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
And Mel, you understand? You watched some videos of the tryouts for the leprechaun for
I watched
Notre Dame.
hours and hours of the tryouts.
She's in love with gingers. I'm getting that sense. This must be like a Christmas for
hot.
Mel G.
I didn't realize that Sully from Godsmack was one of the leprechauns. He looks just like him.
Yeah,
He looks just like. I think he did. But yeah, I spent quite a bit of time, kind of like you with the sorority videos. I was
love
watching
them.
the
Yes, they're
Notre
good.
Dame tryouts last night.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not
There's some
judging
good
you.
stuff.
I'm just not.
I just
judging.
did
Not on
my
that.
I just did my AncestryDNA.com. I'm waiting to get my results back. So
Oh, I can smell your Irish from here.
is that right? Yeah. So we may just see.
Mike, you got something
how close
over there,
it is.
Ruh?
I could just say I could attest that she spent hours watching these videos because when she came in, her fingers are pruned and she smells like Star-Kissed tuna.
Thanks, Mike.
That was the best thing I ever heard. Laugh. Yes, thank you. You want to make it out of here alive? You laugh.
Yeah,
Hey, here's
Oh,
the
that's
deal.
funny coming from Fappy McFapperton.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a thing here. You can't tell what your ethnicity is? I can fucking tell.
You said you were Irish. We'll see if you are though.
You spend.
Got it as a gift, sir.
You could have gave
Wait
me
till my results come back.
$10 for black.
You do know my last name is actually Mendez. That's
I thought you made that up. You got 9 names. I just thought you were fucking hiding from somebody. Jesus.
All right. So we got to talk about something else that happened. Our friend Bob And you sat down a couple weeks ago for, you guys had some fun at my expense. And thank you for taking it easy on me tonight. I thought I was just going to get it the entire time, but I guess when you're in fear from your life from Mike, you know, you kind of focus on that.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, we all are right now. It's scary. Gonna crack open that window. We're just going to crawl out that way. But anyway, you guys roasted us, and we have...
Not us.
Me.
Roasted you.
And we have segment 2 that Ross is going to play for everybody right now. So go ahead, Ross.
Hey, I'm David Adams.
I'm Robert Bump.
Friend of the show, equal hater of James Henry Newber.
More than equal.
Oh, yes. And we're going to attack this mofo right now and hate on some pictures. Newber looks like God was making Jane Lynch, and he fucked it all up and just threw it down and said, call it Newber.
Yeah.
It's fucking just ridiculous looking.
His shirt says downplay. It's what he does every time.
Oh my God. Every picture looks
bullet
like his
for
dad
Newber.
just taught him how to do his first shave.
I got his fellatio fucking face on
No
already.
kidding, and his
Look at
fucking
him.
Hey
Let me lick the
Kool-Aid
mic.
shirt on, fucking big dumb
Yes.
red shirt.
Let me lick the mic. He's got 5 head. There's no doubt
There
about
ain't
it.
no doubt about it, man. And you know what? Look at the fucking glands around his ears. Like his neck is so fucking weird and thick. There's something wrong with him. I think he needs to see a physician.
Legalize cannabis and hemp. Newber's gonna act like he's cool enough to
Jesus.
be for that.
Exactly, in his fucking plaid shorts. My mom has that in skirts. She has a skirt just like that. In any of these pictures, is he wearing a shirt that he purchased? Because I don't fucking think he is. Every
Is he
shirt...
drinking a beer that he
Oh,
purchased? That's the next
goddamn,
question.
what a mooch motherfucker. Oh, man, the fucking fist again. What is going on with that? It's making me concerned.
Yeah. Let me sang about the Iron Fist. Yeah, the Silk Fist, no doubt about it.
The silk fist. What did he do to poor Tess in this picture?
I didn't even realize it was Tess. I think she changed her face just so she wasn't associated with him.
I understand.
Look at the fucking necklace.
What is... Oh, my God. John Travolta.
It's a seashell.
There
There's no doubt that's a seashell.
is... He... Again, the face looks like he just got his first shave from Dad.
And she's just like, please, leave
Please.
me alone.
Oh
and
my
of course, the fist.
Oh, again! Oh, my God. You know what? Does he have a...
Yeah, I think either that or he has palsy.
That's
something.
clearly
Yeah,
a palsy. He needs to
something
hold a
wrong.
pencil or
Yeah,
something with
something
that
wrong.
fucker to make it look like something's not wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come to your close-up.
All right, we're back here. Thankfully, the child didn't hear any of that slander that was just sent in my direction. The child is Rory, Popcorn Pam from Pam's
How you
Popcorn
doing?
Market, her granddaughter, and we're hanging out today. Rory and the kitty got on famously, which I was really excited to see that. My favorite cat in the entire world, Misha, and her were hanging out upstairs. So Pam, you got all kinds of stuff here. What's going on here?
I'm starting to get my baking diva going, and
Yeah.
I've got a nice apple pie there. And of course, I made some corned beef. We're going to have some Reubens, and I got just a nice cold corned beef sandwich there for you right now.
Right on. Now, you can get all this stuff at the Popcorn Land?
In
Popcorn
about
Market?
a couple weeks.
Okay.
It's coming. It's coming. I got to get the oven. I've been really busy, super busy. Can't
Right.
even go to look at the oven, but it's coming.
And how? Just who gave you the idea for the Stroop waffle popcorn? Go ahead and tell
You
everybody.
you did.
And it's selling very well, correct?
I cannot keep it in stock.
It's awesome.
Cannot
Ross, have
keep
you
it in
tried
stock.
it yet? You have some back there. It's called Noob Waffle. You can get it at 955 East Johnstown Road in Gahanna, Pam's Popcorn Market. It's unbelievably good. If you've ever had a Stroop waffle, well, Popcorn Pam is concerned about copyrights.
Yeah.
So this is a Noob Waffle.
It is a new waffle.
So, for one thing, thank you. The other day, I was doing a benefit for a bunch of military folks, and Pam, I'm putting you out there. I'm going to embarrass you. Just grabbed a whole bunch of cash and gave it to me for a military cause. You are so good with military people.
I respect our military. I just
You
really
are
do.
fantastic.
Love
Thank
them.
you. I didn't even need that, but you were like, "Oh, you're doing the benefit, right? Here, there's a fistful of cash."
Well, it wasn't a fistful, but
Yeah, well, you helped. Thank you.
you need a baby.
I love her. She's fantastic.
She's a good baby.
You know who she likes even more than yours, Newbly?
Bum, bum, bum.
Bump. She loves
upstairs.
Bump. Yep.
She lit up when Bob Bump came in. So, hey, thank you for bringing. This is good for me. This makes me
More human?
more human. You know, people like me now. You know, so thank you. That took a lot. And hey, watch your language on the text window to me while I'm in there, please. I'm very sensitive.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, right.
It's bad enough I gotta
Okay.
get it from this goon. I don't need to hear it from you too. But Popcorn Pam, Pam's Popcorn Market, like I said, awesome place there in Gahanna. You haven't tried the new waffle popcorn.
I'm going to.
It's
Ross
good.
is going to share.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have pie up here. We have Rubens. We have all this going on. Let's eat, guys. Rory, you good? You ready for some popcorn? Can she eat popcorn yet?
Yeah, she does.
Does she really?
Yeah, she has.
She's 7 months, right?
She has pizza. She loves pizza. She loves food.
She's making friends with Dave already.
We get it.
She's
We get
taking. She got your spot on the show. Sorry, man.
Fine by me.
After tonight, you're out. Rory's in.
Well,
Sorry, Dave.
because after tonight I'm dead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Zach Franklin. What's up?
Yeah, Zach Franklin, he said that you look like a dirty politician trying to hold a baby just to look good.
Yes. That was actually the nicest thing that anybody had said about me tonight. Rory seems to be enjoying himself. So
I agree.
Again, Pam, thanks for coming down. Peter John Ross. Anything else, Pam? What's up?
No.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's
Day,
Day. Yep.
Gift yourself some new waffle popcorn
I
over there
will.
while you still can.
I will.
It's delicious. Hey, Peter John Ross, Mike Miletic with the best story ever told. Also, Rick Cannon, Mel G, Micah Jenkins, Bob Bump upstairs, Dave Adams from the band Grindhouse. You guys have a safe, that's important, safe St. Patrick's Day. Avoid Dave if you see him out. Snuggle up to Mike, though, because it might save your life. This is Almost Adequate live from my basement on Facebook Live.